here's something I was thinking about. Is it time to start naming our fan group?
Naming our fan group?
Yeah, giving them a name like Swifties.
Oh my gosh.
I think that like all the bands were doing that at one point.
Maybe, I think everybody just left.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Swifties?
Well, 30. Yeah, well, I'm not saying that's an example.
Oh, okay.
An example. That's all.
Stay with us. Stay with us.
Yeah, we're right here. We're here with you. We understand. But like, is it? Have we gotten to that level where like, all you Hulkamaniacs out there, eat your vitamins, say your prayers? Is it like that?
I don't know if it's necessarily about attaining that level as much as it is just kind of assuming that level.
Oh, well, let's do that.
Let's just make something up.
All right, nobody will know. Nobody will know.
Okay.
All right, so what do you think?
Boy, what do I? Divers? The Divers?
Oh, it's a little weak.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just, I'm trying to make it about the game and not about us.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's all about the game.
Potters.
Pod. So
Potters. Let's see.
Potter's Fields. No, it's
David Potter Fields.
David Potter Fields.
We love you guys. So
the magician or the book? Okay.
Well, I was thinking the magician. Right?
I was thinking the book. Okay. Charles Dickinson's. No.
The Potterfields.
The Potterfields. No, that's too on the nose.
It's too up the nose.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I don't know. I was
across it.
Okay. I said across her nose, not up it.
That's what I was trying to reference that, but you did better.
I like the Potters, but it's like they're gonna, someone's gonna throw a T in there, and then it's just gonna be like a whole different thing.
Well, somebody's already thrown a T in there, I'm sure.
I did earlier.
Yeah,
I'm like, wait,
that's true.
Yeah,
so the T is already in there, so there's no taking the T, putting it back. So the Liberty Party? No, that's bad connotations there.
We're workshopping it right now, like in front of everyone.
This is live brainstorm.
Brainstorm 1. Yeah, my chair's got something to say about it. So if you can tell,
let's see. Do you have anything? You got any?
Dude, I was kind of there with the Potters. But it's just a little too simple. It needs to be a little bit more sophisticated. I said the HDs, the HDs, because kind of like they're in HD. They look good.
Yeah. There's a clear image of them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, that's not going to work.
No. Or like we don't take them seriously. No, it's a name.
We take them absolutely seriously.
To symbolize
the community. Their awesomeness.
Right.
Exactly.
Symbolize the community. Yes. Yeah. I got
something.
I got you.
Not just fans of us, but like of the game. Exactly.
Right. Which Potters, you get into a hell pod, right? So Potters works kind of both ways because it's a Super Earth podcast and you get into the hell pod to dive.
Oh, like podcast.
Potters, yeah.
Potter. We just keep going back to it.
We keep going back to it, even though. All right, let's try.
We kind of want to.
Hold on, let me try and do something YouTube-ish. Not totally YouTube-ish, but. Hey, what's up, Potters? Welcome back to Super Earth Podcast. This is the Mike and the Lido back today for another epic tale from the Helldivers. Wow! Crazy noises, music, super fast cuts. Advertise.
Advertise.
Skip. Exactly.
Skip now. Oh boy. I think you got it. I think it's cemented now.
Maybe.
You just came up with our intro. We just need the fireworks and the
and the sponsor.
Oh, good point.
Brought to you by Cup of Joe. Sponsored by Liberty.
Liberty iced tea?
Liberty assorted flavors.
Of iced tea?
It can be hot tea.
Okay, could be just teas.
Yeah, but it's kind of warm out today, so maybe a cold glass of Liberty today.
Oh, I like it.
Liberty.
Very good.
Best served cold.
Wow, dude, you are a machine. You are a marketing machine. All they got to do is like insert like 25 cents and say like, Liberty. And then you spit out
a slogan.
That's $1 million slogan, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
A marketing genius over here. Merchandising. That's where you belong.
Merchandising. The Super Earth Podcast Flamethrower. The kids love that one. Yeah, boy. So somebody in the Discord, it was a review you sent me. Somebody said that I sound like David Aldridge.
David Aldridge. Who is that?
He's a guy. He's an NBA reporter, announcer for TNT. Okay. So after you showed me that review, I went and I listened to some David Aldridge.
DA, take it away. Thanks very much.
And you mean yourself?
Yeah, I listened to myself.
Thanks very much.
You guys found it. He's an NBA. He's a super, guy. Like the gig is up, if you will.
Yep.
Mike has been exposed.
My real name is David Aldridge.
Aldridge.
Not really.
Yeah, we met at a basketball game with
Lito was
LeBron.
Courtside.
Yep. Yeah. LeBron was high-fiving me, and Michael Aldridge was like, or David Aldridge, a.k.a. Michael. I'm like, said, who are you? And I'm like, I'm just a guy. Like, let's do a podcast. I'm like, let's do this.
Yeah.
You play Helldivers?
We had never met before.
Never.
You know? And we were like, yeah, we do play Helldivers. Let's friend code each other.
Let's friend it. Send me the friend code.
Send me the friend code right now. So we did that. We did that while LeBron was playing.
Yeah. And high-fiving me.
And in between.
Right. Back and forth up the court. High five.
Friend code.
Friend code me.
All right. So no, I am not David Aldridge, but I did hear the similarities. So I get it.
We should play a cut and just be like, say something he would say, and that we could find and play like a couple seconds.
Oh man, I really don't know. I was thinking it would be kind of funny to take something that I've said and like play it, something before I knew somebody was comparing me to him, and then play something from David Aldridge.
Oh, you know how my mind works.
I was surprised. I was listening to it last night. I was like, yeah, he does kind of have a similar manner of speaking.
Thanks very much. That's a great story, DA. Thanks.
So, any game news, any updates? The new Warbound is out. People are not happy.
Right.
People want buffs. And what's funny is so the CEO of Arrowhead, Mike
Johan Beilstedt.
Very good. Even asked on his Twitter account, hey, you guys want this war bond after all this news and whatnot? And then everybody responded. Over like 20,000, people participated, and they all said yes. I think I said no, but that's okay. I don't mind losing that battle. But then as soon like we actually got to experience someone actually trying out a weapon for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it called? The
tenderizer.
the tenderizer, and at first they were kind of digging it, but then at the end of the match they were like, no, it's not good.
Yeah.
So I think that's been the sentiment across the community.
Yeah, I think people like the incendiary impact grenade, but other than that, I'm not really hearing anything positive. But here's the thing. Here's what I will say is that, like, obviously the last Warbond had the Eruptor, which is an awesome weapon.
Right.
But like people calling for buffs, and maybe it's deserved. Okay. Like maybe these weapons should eventually get buffed, but it's almost another way to prevent the whole pay to win idea, right? Like a lot of times with these games, a pass will come out and there will be overpowered weapons in that pass, and then they nerf them. So it's like the people who bought the pass get the weapon that's better than all the other weapons and just mows people down until they catch up or until they pay money. But this game, I would rather it be that the weapons don't feel like overpowered and not feel like you have to buy the Warbond to get the good weapons. Then, and then have them buff them as we go, than to have them like all the good weapons are in the Warbonds.
Okay. So
that's my 2 cents. All right then.
Did you buy the new Warbond or?
I had enough credits for it. Yeah.
Okay. I was going to buy it, but then you started the game that we were playing so fast that I couldn't buy it.
Dude, I was excited. We hadn't Helldived in a while. I was like,
right,
slow down. Slow down.
Yeah. And I was going to buy it, and then it's like too late. And then, an hour later when we get done with the mission, I'm like, I got to go.
Yeah.
So I haven't had a chance to purchase it, but maybe it's better that I didn't, because it wasn't, it's not, taking off as much as you think. So.
Yeah. And that brings up a discussion that I was having with a couple people in the Discord, and somebody disagreed with me on these ideas, but I and a couple other people were talking about like the possibility of having armor sets that do different things. Like in the Cutting Edge, they had the armor sets that reduce the damage from electricity.
Yeah.
So what if we had armor sets that do things like negate environmental effects or protect you from environmental dangers and stuff like that? Because most people are running the same armor all the time. There aren't a lot of good reasons to switch up your armor. It's just a thought.
So like an armor that protects you from being jammed or something, or fire damage from those tornadoes, or from sometimes when there's an earthquake or whatever, you can't move, or something kind of wild.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that, like reduces fire damage. They came out with a booster, which was something I was thinking the game needed, that reduces like the slowdown effects. Like when you get slowed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy about that.
When you hit those plants or those
or you get spit on.
No, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So annoying when you're like, come on, I'm hitting this thing, and you're like not moving.
Yeah.
Especially by those bugs. We've been playing a lot of bugs lately, and it's been super annoying when you get in those death rolls and you just gotta I just keep spamming my stim, and rolling, hopefully, and then I make it. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Right.
And then I run, and then I get bio spewed on, like from nowhere.
Right. Yeah, it's like I'm dead. I'm dead. Wait, I'm alive. Oh, now I'm really dead.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we got a email from Daniel, our friend Daniel here.
Okay.
And he actually sent us a image. He was on a terminid planet. No, he was on an automaton planet and found a dead terminid.
Okay.
What's up with that? And he's like, what's up with that? And he sent us a picture.
They're like, I think they're called Hive Lords or something like that. There's rumors that these are enemies that are coming to the game soon.
Is that right?
That's the rumor.
And according to hold on, I'm not gonna. He's on planet Lesoth.
Yeah,
Lesoth. Yeah, that's it. So he's fighting bugs inside of bot planets. Yeah. So he's got proof too. Look, there's bots in the background. You see them over here?
Yeah,
it's like a Hulk and another thing.
Right.
And then he said, are they going to be like on the same planet soon?
Dude, that would be crazy.
Dude, at the same time. Whoa. No, I don't like that. Because it's like, I know the strategy to kill one of them at a time.
Right.
Well, you run from the bugs and just kind of regroup, and then the bots you can,
in a good group you can kind of get the jump on the bots.
Yeah, exactly. And you just stop them from crawling in the dropships. But I don't know what to do if they're both on that same planet.
And then that ties into something else where Johann Beilstedt was apparently he teased the Illuminate online. Somebody online was made a reference to like a Predator crossover, and then Johann Beilstedt said, in response, this comes from, I'm reading this off of Games Radar. In response to an online player request asking for in-game collaboration, such as a potential Predator crossover, the Helldivers 2 boss had a sly comeback. Quote, imagine if there was a Predator-like alien species in the Helldivers universe that were exiled from the galaxy that were planning vengeance, he writes.
Whoa. Sounds like... So, dude, that's straight out of the Cylons of like Battlestar Galactica world.
Yeah.
They're gone for a while and then they come back in a major way.
So then this somebody responds, the CEO be dropping hints at the next faction? And he responds, I'd never. Right? And what did you say? What did you say about how they work?
But anything they say is the opposite.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, of course he's doing it. And speaking about that, like what was kind of interesting, our last episode, we talked about have they gone too far, right?
Yes.
And then what happens of like 4 hours later after we drop our episode, there's an article, remember I sent it to you, Mike?
Yeah.
Saying have we gone too far?
Yeah, he said that the balancing has gone too far.
Yeah. He said it, right?
He said it, yeah.
In this article, it was a PC.
It's the PC Gamer article.
Right, PCGamer.com. That's a good credible source.
Oh, yeah, sure. Morgan Park, published on May 8th. Arrowhead CEO says Helldivers 2 balancing patches have gone too far recently. Feels like every time someone finds something fun, the fun is removed.
It sounds exactly what you said.
Well, it was like what we were both kind of saying. Like you said, you asked me if they had gone too far. I said not necessarily, but that I was playing games where like, yeah, I would get to something fun and then they would change everything, and that I felt like this game hadn't really done like, yeah, there were a lot of changes, but that they weren't bad for the most part. So
yeah.
This is very interesting timing for this.
Super interesting timing.
I'm not going to go on record saying that I think they're listening, but it is interesting timing.
Yeah, if he could come on and tell us, no, he's not listening, then I'll be fine.
Right.
Yeah. I'll be absolutely, I would believe that.
He'd never.
Yeah. Or like after we drop this, and in 4 hours, there's an article in PC Gamer that says, no, Johann
Beilstedt
doesn't listen to Super Earth podcast, Helldivers radio stream. I would believe that article.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are going to like this. Where is it?
I like these things that I don't know about that you share.
Yeah, this one's gonna be pretty cool.
I can already tell. I'm already like, yes.
Okay, let me see. So there's a couple things. One thing was that Helldivers 2 is PlayStation's fastest selling game.
See what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why are you messing
with success?
Why are you messing success?
Yeah. All right. Let me know if you see this.
I see it. I see a clone trooper.
Right. Helldivers 2 and Star Wars collide in this amazing mod due for release later this week. This is from PC Gamer. Yeah, dude, look at this.
What?
It's straight up.
Wait, how are we doing this?
Clone Wars or like Phantom Menace.
So is this going to be on PC?
Yeah, PC. I just want you to see the video.
Wow.
Look at them. They're walking around. They're all in clone trooper armor.
I was still thinking this game is like clone troopers incarnate. Like
it totally is.
Wow! Right. Look at how awesome their
so look at this.
Looks. It looks like Battlefront. Yeah.
Yeah, it totally looks like Battlefront.
Only like way cooler and bugs and robots and stuff instead of other.
Wait till you get a close look at some of these robots.
Wait, they modded the bad guys?
Just wait, Ed. Check this out. All right, that guy's dead. That guy just got killed.
That guy got killed. So this is only going to be available on PC?
Right. Oh, do you see what that thing is?
Yeah. That's that spider thing from the Clone Wars.
Yeah, with a shield. Okay.
Oh, and that was a super a battle bot thing. Oh, look, it's got the emblem.
Yeah.
No way. The Star Wars, the Empire, or not the Empire, the New Republic or Separatists or whatever they got. Wow.
Yeah, do you see those are
there's
those?
There's the ones with the shields. Oh my gosh, they modded the bad guys.
Yeah.
So that means the walkers and everything are going to be in there.
Isn't this crazy?
Whoa. Yeah, how are they going to do this? How do you look? There's the jetpack to make it actually official that you're in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah. There, do you see that?
Oh, it's the regular droids. It's the regular
the battle droids.
Battle droids. Oh wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's gonna be awesome, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to download that mod for sure.
But that's not going to be available for the PlayStation, is it?
No,
because you can't mod stuff on PlayStation.
Right.
So that's another downfall of having a system or a console is no potential for modding. That's 1 point for PC, if you ask me.
Oh, absolutely. That's one of the biggest points for PC. Yeah, for sure.
Because I want that.
Same. We may end up playing that more than we play the regular game for a while.
Dude, it's just gonna, take us to the finish line of what we were already thinking it is. It's like
Totally.
So it's all good. So I just have to take a moment here and put these the answers to the last question. I think is going to help a lot of people. So the last question that we put out there was, what are some of your unspoken rules?
Aha.
Right?
Good question.
And because it comes from episode 12 when we were with Kyle and Rebecca, and we were discussing unspoken rules and how I broke them repeatedly. And then reading these answers, I'm like, oh, I broke even more rules that I didn't even know about. And that's what happens when it's just me and you. And then we go play with new people, and they're like, oh, you don't know about etiquette.
Yeah, because we don't really care. Like nothing.
No,
we just play the game.
We just play the game, but there's a whole, there's rules you have to follow that are unspoken that you have to know about. But, the only way to know about it is if you, break them or someone like us asks and then people answer the question. So here we go. So James says, samples above all, order of operations, major objectives. If pinks in play, get the pinks to LZ. Finish any objective, but if within 10 minutes, get to the LZ, or if within 5 minutes, call the evac.
Wow.
So there you go. James knows.
He's not messing around.
No. And then he's got specific timestamps. Look, at 10 minutes, we got to finish anything. It's because you just get lost in the game and you're like, the game is pretty and it's pretty for a reason to keep your mind occupied. And like, oh, look how pretty it is out there.
Mm-hmm.
And
all these bots were blowing up.
I know. explosions, and stuff like oh, let's go get that one thing that's flashing,
Yeah.
like what's over there. But he's saying no. At 10 minutes, look, we're done. We're out of here.
Yeah.
We got to head to the LZ, and in 5 minutes we're calling the evac, and we're taking any of the samples that we can find.
I like it.
This next person, 12436, says, "Don't be an a-hole."
Huh. Yeah.
Who would have thunk being?
Sometimes it's just that simple.
So we got Nicholas saying lowest level is the sample mule at extraction and extract. Oh, and the extract first. So listen, you're the lowest person, you carry all the samples, and you get on the boat first, on the ship, on the extraction. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
The highest level extracts last, and the host readies last before diving.
Interesting. I kind of like giving the lowest person the responsibility of carrying the samples because it keeps them involved without expecting too much of them.
That's something I could totally handle.
Yeah.
I could, and I've been told to handle all the samples, and I'm like, I'm on it. But then when I die, it's like, I don't know where the samples went. I can't go back. Someone's like, we got it. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the problem. Fernando says, I'm not so sure if it's a Helldiver wide unspoken rule, but I wish I'd get revived close to my guns and backpack. Okay, you and I do this all the time.
Yeah, I try to.
Yeah. And I see a lot of other people doing that when it's sort of reasonable to do so, because if you die and there's still a ton of enemies over by where you died, throwing you back over there isn't going to do anybody any good. So if an area is getting swarmed, I will throw someone out where there's nothing, just so they can gather their thoughts before heading back in to get their stuff.
Because you might get caught in a death loop.
Unless there's like a big, like a Bile Titan or a Charger or something, for them to try and land on when they come back.
Right. Okay. And then I have to read some of these published ones because they're all pretty good. Just to have all our, unspoken rules spoken.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
So we got this guy. This person's on the Discord a lot. I think he's our top Discorder, actually. He's ranked up very high. Was it Aether?
Aether, yeah.
Aether. Number one, he's got several. He's got them bullet pointed. Number one, the lowest level brings the space optimization booster. We talked about that.
We did.
Number two, always salute the ICBM launch/explosion. Of course, that's a given. But what if I have the hug as my emote?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I do the hug a lot. But if I'm doing the hug by the ICBM, I'm trying to salute. Just letting you know.
Gotcha.
And then number three, kill leftover civilians. I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one either, but to each his own.
Okay, I guess.
It's kind of funny, but I don't do it.
I never even thought about doing it, but fine. To each their own. Number four, always have the autocannon on full auto. This is where I found it, Mike. Remember when I first played with you? I'm like, I'm bringing in the autocannon because I want to try something.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, I'm putting it on full auto. And you're like, what did you say?
Right.
And I said, dude, I just found out that you could put the autocannon on full auto. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Until I read this. This is why the unspoken rules need to be spoken.
For sure.
Yeah. Because I did not know that was an option. I just thought it was a one shot at that rate,
Yeah. And then imagine running the autocannon full auto with somebody loading it for you.
I know. That's wild. It's like so fast. You can annihilate things. You just got to be working as a team because it's the loader's going to get bored. Not gonna lie.
Maybe. I don't know. It all depends on their attitude. Like some people like playing support as much as anything else.
True that. Very true. And number five, laugh when flamethrowing. Absolutely. that's that. Or when when you're using the stalwart, all the way to the end.
like the maniacal laugh from in the game.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right. And Coruscant. Support your fellow Helldivers. We all dive to the same hells. When Sony's decision to cut our fellow divers without access to PSN, we stood tall. Help Operation Cleanup for Super Earth.
Okay, yeah. He's very topical.
Yeah,
I think he's talking about the real world Helldivers out there that need the support.
I think we all side with them. I think even Arrowhead sides with them.
Yep. And can you explain Operation Cleanup?
I think Operation Cleanup is probably cleaning up this Sony situation.
Yeah, I think it's making sure that the results, that the all the spam, like bad reviews, get turned into good reviews, so it doesn't become mixed on Steam.
I think people are saying we may actually get a negative, like a review bomb cape.
Oh wow. That's making fun of the situation.
Yeah, that would be funny. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm checking right now to see where it stands, just to kind of get an idea. So if you want to go on to the next one, while I look this up.
Logan says, everyone must have a cup of liberty. That's fair. In fact, we were talking about that at the beginning of this episode. Super Earth Podcast, brought to you by Liberty. Best served cold.
Oh, yes. Very good. Yeah, as of now, we're still mixed. The recent reviews, but all reviews has it mostly positive. So,
all right, that's good.
I think we're getting back to Operation Cleanup is becoming a success. So we're good there.
All right.
Here's a big one for me. And Jace brings it up. Thank you for bringing it up, Jace. Never grab someone else's gear. That's me, like, in a nutshell. Like, this is what I do. I'm like, oh, but now I've learned if it's someone's gear, ask.
Sure.
Can I take this?
Sure.
And I'm just trying to be really, I don't want to, you brought it in. I don't know if you're trying to get back to it, but I see it there. I want to try it. May I please, use your weapon, fellow Helldiver. That whole entire sentence. If they need me to write them a note, I will.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I have picked up other people's gear in the wild, but it's usually because I see that they've already called in another one or something,
Yeah.
Or if it's going to help me with the immediate situation that I'm in.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, like if my stuff's on reload. Right, if stuff's on cooldown, I can't reload in the moment, and there's a Quasar laying on the ground next to some samples. I'll run over, grab the Quasar, grab the samples, kill the Charger, drop the Quasar.
This Charger sucks. So unfortunately, your gear has to be, like donated to your fellow Helldiver.
Yeah.
In order to get through the second there.
And one thing, I don't know if it's an unwritten or unspoken rule, but one thing I've started to see, and it's not mentioned here, is calling in your stratagems at the end of the mission, like calling in your extra support weapons, even if you have one, just calling down a resupply, calling down an extra shield generator pack, or, you know what I mean, an extra stalwart, and there just being like a ton of weapons and gear in a circle around the extraction for everybody to share, kind of.
Right.
I've been seeing that a lot.
Sharing moments. Right. Yeah. You talk about the friendship door. This would be like the sharing section of, because you can't, if you hold on to them, and the timer runs out, you can't unleash them. So
right
before the timer runs out, because everybody plays to complete every mission. I don't see anybody just doing just a straight up mission. Everyone wants to complete the whole board. So that usually takes up most of the time. So at the end, throw everything you got just to have it on the ground before the time runs out. Because that last 2 minutes does get a little hairy.
The
last one we got here. Oh, we got a couple more actually. Lil Evil says, share. Look, here we go.
Yeah.
If you have extra gear, support weapon, base stratagems, check if your teammates to see if they need anything.
Yeah. 100%. If I come in with a shield generator pack or whatever, the
Right.
shield backpack, the bubble, if I still have the first one I called in and my cooldown is done, I will ask, does anybody need a backpack?
That's just being a great teammate.
Trying.
Yeah.
Okay. Daniel says, play as a team. No lone wolf stuff. Mostly talking to myself since I solo a lot and can forget how teamwork works. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It depends, I think. Like there are situations where it's just easier if everybody's fighting in one area to go off by yourself quietly and get something done. But don't leave everybody else stranded for too long.
Right. I'm like, I love blowing stuff up, and I'll sit there and blow stuff up all day long, and then yeah, you got a guy like that to go out and take care of the missions and everything. So I appreciate that, because that at the end of the day gives me experience points and requisition and all kinds of stuff.
And I think part of my problem is like anytime I see a teammate being shot at or being chased by bugs, like it is my instinct to fire at those enemies until the teammate is safe. Clear. But a lot of times I find out that I'm like the only one doing that. And then I get left, with all the enemies that, we're chasing somebody else at one point and then everybody's running ahead. And so that's something I haven't really gotten good at yet, is like sensing the pace of each group. Yeah. And knowing when to just leave it alone to disengage and run. What's that?
Yeah, disengage. Because I'll sit there and when we're playing with a couple of other people, you're like, Lito, it's time to go. I'm like, okay, it's time to
go. Yeah, but you don't realize it. Like
I don't. I get zone. I'm in the zone.
But I can't tell you the number of times I'll start shooting at a group of enemies because they're following somebody, and then before I even know what's going on, like I'm alone with that group of enemies. Right. And I'm not, that's usually with randoms actually, but sometimes I don't know. I get lost in shooting.
Same. And then the last one here is by you. Sharing is very important. You need to learn how to share your stratagems so that your comrades can be fully equipped to fight for managed democracy. So there you go. It's very well put. Yeah, I mean, we can't, we can't argue with that.
Nope.
All right. Ship names. So I think it's time for some ship names.
Ship names.
Ship names.
Ship names.
Ship names.
Naming them.
Dude, we should get the guy from Halo to send the Halo voice guy to send in his him saying ship names. Do you know who that is?
I don't know his name, no.
Anyways, I could pretend. Ship names. All right, so we have Jordan and his ship name is the SES Wings of Freedom.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service, Jordan.
Daniel, SES Elected Representative of Democracy.
Nice.
Thank you for your service.
He's elected. Zap says, in the name of Z101, and his ship name is Power of Dawn.
Nice.
Very nice. Power of Dawn. That's a new one.
Yeah. Thank you for your service, Zap.
Thank you for your service, Zap.
All right. We've got Randolph with the SES Mother of the Stars.
Nice. Very good, dude. That sounded like pretty close.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I think it's like this. Mother of the Stars.
You got a little more bass. You were the bass player.
I was the bass.
I was the guitar player.
You were guitar man.
Okay, we've got 12255341000. SES Harbinger of Democracy.
Nice.
That sucked.
Thank you for your service.
But thank you for your name didn't suck. The way I said it sucked.
As a matter of fact, I want to call that phone number and see who I get. All right. Jay says his ship name is Panther of Patriotism.
Thank you for your service, Jay.
Jay, you the man.
LMR. Now, I think one of the stories we had mentioned somebody named LMR.
Really?
So, yeah, I wonder if this is the same person. Okay. SES, Sword of Super Earth.
Very good.
Thank you for your service.
That sounds like the number one ship name. Like if they were to put like all the ship names in a line.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, okay, let's start with Sword of Super Earth. You're number 1. Fist of Audacity. You're number 2. You know, like
yeah. Fist of Family Values. You're in the back.
You're in the back. Get in the back. Get in the back. No, you're not getting cookies. Get in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
you know, like. Where would the harbinger of truth be?
Who the harbinger of truth is?
Be nice. Hey, be nice.
I would say what?
Be nice.
It's if there were 100 ships, it's like 19.
Whoa, that's pretty up there.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Okay, 19th.
I'd say 19th. Yeah. I mean, it's no Hammer of Liberty. I'm kidding.
Which would be 53rd in my book.
But, yeah, I'd say Hammer of Liberty is like 37 or 38. So.
Hey, be nice.
I am.
I'm not taking my own advice. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
All right. Where were we?
Daedalus
915 says the SES Colossus of Wrath.
Very nice.
I'm going to say that one again. Colossus of Wrath.
Thank you for your service.
THX.
Okay. Endar 418. The SES Leviathan of War. Ready to bring war and democracy to those automatons.
Oh, he hates the bots.
Yeah, that's good. We need people who hate the bots, especially right now with those 2 billion.
Oh. Yeah, 2 billion. What do you mean?
The major order to kill 2 billion bots.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and they said that the other one, the one with the bugs, was bugged, so we were getting double credit. So this one's taking a lot longer. I don't know where it's at right now.
Oh, dude. All right, let's do this one. Let's go get these bots. Trojan says, I bring the SES. Oh, wait, hold on. He wants it like this. I bring the SES Force of Destruction to the battle. Please say it in the Halo voice.
You're welcome.
That'll be 17 cents, sir.
Force of Destruction.
That's 15 cents for Mike. 17 cents for me.
Yeah, if you want the bass in the voice, it's an extra 2 cents.
Extra 2 cents. It's a good price. It's come down.
Oh, yeah.
It's come down a lot. All right, let's fill that. All right, you want this one?
Which one? The last one. The frequencies.
Yeah.
Frequencies. I like that. All right. SES representative of family values. My life for Super Earth.
Nice.
Very good.
Very good. Yeah, and you guys can, we got a whole long list on Spotify. You guys want to go check those out on our answer for episode 3, Helldivers Unite episode, which, I'm going to lay it out there. It's our most popular episode for some reason.
Yeah.
Still have not figured out why.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems to be where most people picked it up.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So thank you for, thanks for still being with us. And just in case you haven't listened to previous episodes, you can get in touch with us, through Spotify. We post questions and polls on Spotify. And we take stories through the Discord, through the Gmail account. What's the Gmail account?
Oh, superearthpod@gmail.com. Pod, P-O-D.
Pod.
So,
join us. Become a podder.
Yeah, become a podder.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid from becoming a podder.
It's a great group. It really is.
Pod with us.
Everybody's great. We've had a couple of situations, but everybody seems cool. Like everybody takes things in stride. I've heard a lot of people say that our Discord is much more reasonable than other Discords they've been on.
Oh, that sounds like a plug.
I'm just saying. There's a lot of good people to play with. I've heard.
Exactly. I just want to bring this thing up. We got this cool thing where people will take you on a tour. So you can sign up to link up with a tour guide, and usually it's a higher level Helldiver or Potter, if you will, and he or she will take you, to the higher levels and kind of show you the ropes.
Yeah,
and they're labeled, and they're on our Discord.
You can ping the role, so all the tour guides would see it.
And somebody will answer the call. I'm telling you, these people are cool. They love it. They love taking people that are new to the game and showing them the wonders of the game.
Yeah.
So don't think you're putting any kind of burden on them. They signed up for this willingly, and they want to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So please let them, as a thank
help
you.
them help you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining the Discord. Thank you for encouraging us.
And everybody contributing to the answers, to the polls, to the and to the stories, to the Discord.
Yeah.
You guys are doing this. Like, this is all you. We're just giving you a place for you guys to put all your eggs in a basket. So yeah. Absolutely. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's keep going. You want to go play?
Helldiver, yeah.
Nice. Let's go play with some other potters.
I don't know if it's gonna stick, but
I don't like it. I don't like it
either. I don't think anyone else will either.
No.
All right.
Okay. Let's do this.
Let's do it. All Super Earth podcast content is based on the game Helldivers 2, created by Arrowhead Game Studios and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment.
Thanks very much.